So I really feel like I've modeled enough ears in my time. So the few I've done that have been at all decent, I've saved and put in this file here of my file of different body parts that I don't like to model anymore. And I choose one and paste it on. So I was trying to find one that's the same mesh resolution about as the character I'm working on. So I'm going to go and append that ear to this file that I'm working on and begin welding the points together. Sorry if it seems like cheating, but there are plenty of ear modeling tutorials out there, and I'm just tired of modeling ears. They're just such complicated things that no one really seems to look at unless they're completely wrong. I just don't feel like there's any need for me to spend my time modeling ears right now. So I'm just aligning the points to get them so they'll match up to the mesh I've got, and start using the Alt-M keys to weld the points together. I found that this works really well, and I don't know, I feel like I'm somehow revealing some terrible dark secret of mine, but I just don't like modeling ears. I've done enough of them. So it needs some tweaking, but that's gonna work. That's gonna be fine. Now the next things I'll be working on in this video is just the nose, the nostrils, and then inside the mouth. I'm using the proportional editing tool. It's just the move tool, but you press O, and then you can adjust that circle of influence with the scroll wheel on the mouse. So now I'm going to try and make the nostrils. I'm just trying to figure out here what the best way is. I thought about adding more a loop, but I thought adding more mesh for just the nostril wouldn't be a good idea, so I'm doing it this way here. And once again, the nostrils are things that, of course, they're important, but they're not something that people really focus on unless they're just wrong, just blatantly wrong. So this will work out here. So now what I'm going to do is work on the inner mouth, or the mouth sac. And basically what I'm going to do is I've select a loop around the mouth, and then I'm just going to extrude and pull it back. out into the head. And as I pull it back, I'm going to try and keep track of the view, both from the front, from the top, and from the side. There you can begin to see it come together. And it just needs to turn down into a throat tunnel. No one's going to see beyond that, I hope. At least it isn't in the script, so... Now I'm going to select that whole inner mouth thing. Well, I'm going to do some tweaking here. But also what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that inner mouth sac and create a vertex group so that I can just select that vertex group and select that whole piece rather than having to manually select it every time. And I'll be doing that over the whole model to be able to select various things. So I created a vertex group, called it mouth. Can now select it, and then once I selected it, I hit Shift H to hide all the unselected. Now I'm doing the gums, and I just selected kind of a horseshoe shape in the top and bottom of the mouth, and then scaled them down so they came together and flattened out on the Z-axis. And this is where the teeth are going to go. And now I'm going to do the tongue. I've just selected two polys at the bottom of the mouth, and I'm just extruding up and scaling down for the tongue. Hiding the front of the mouth so that I can make the teeth and insert them into the gums and see how they look. And here's the front incisor, I believe what it's called. Your top front two teeth. your front tooth. And now the canines. And the I guess it'd be the premolar and the molars. And now we're going to take them and slide them up into the mouth and duplicate them to fill the mouth. And duplicate and shrink for the ones for the next two, and then the incisors, and then the premolars after that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the cursor up in the center near the teeth, and I'm going to duplicate the teeth and flip them over the Z, or over the flip them on the Z axis, I should say, for the lower teeth, and then shrink them down a bit and push them back, and you've got the lower teeth. And there you go. Going to start working on the body. Hope this helped.